Hi, cuties. I'm Armie Hammer. And not many people know this, but one of the most common side effects of Tourette's is cannibalism.
While fans certainly devoured Connor Storrie's SNL hosting debut, this one sketch has gotten major backlash from disability advocates. The fake PSA, which was cut for time but put on YouTube, jokes that so-called canceled celebs are now using Tourette syndrome as an excuse for their past behavior following John Davidson's racial slur incident at the 2026 BAFTAs. The SNL writers took aim at Mel Gibson, J.K. Rowling, Bill Cosby, Louis C.K., Kanye West, Armie Hammer, and Real Housewives of New York alum Jill Zarin. She was recently fired from the Roni reboot after publicly slamming Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show.
It was the worst halftime show ever, and it's 250 years that we're celebrating right now in the United States, and I just don't think it was appropriate to have it in Spanish, and quite frankly, I didn't need to see him grabbing his, G area.
Zarin was axed from E's 10-episode docuseries titled The Golden Life, so SNL jumped at the opportunity to poke fun at her. Take it away, Sarah Sherman.
But what you didn't know is that I suffer from severe, long-winded, monologue-style Tourette's, a condition that affects 9 out of 10 people on Long Island.
However, some viewers felt the satirical skit was actually mocking people with disabilities. The tweet storm has been swirling since. That SNL Tourette sketch is disgusting. I've been pissed off all day. Wait, did SNL really compare Bill Cosby to John Davidson over the Tourette's? SNL claiming people with Tourette's is voluntary and a get-out-of-jail-free card. That card doesn't actually exist. Saturday Night Live. Another ex-user claimed that host Connor Storrie was getting a pass because of the heated rivalry super fandom. Many thought this joke in particular crossed the line.
But since it's Tourette's, I guess I have to be forgiven if not celebrated.
The fake PSA was brought to you by the National Workforce of Rethinking Disabilities, or N-word, a direct reference to Davidson's involuntary tic, which is blurted out while Sinners stars Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were presenting. On February 28th, the NAACP Image Awards host, Dion Cole, also addressed the BAFTAs controversy.
If there are any white men out here in the audience, Lord, with Tourette's, I advise you to tell them they better read the room tonight, Lord.
Coleman Domingo caught a stray for this one. In response to the SNL uproar, UK charity Tourette's Action released this statement. Mocking a disability is never acceptable. It would not be tolerated for any other condition, and it should not be tolerated by people with Tourette's. Tourette's is a complex neurological condition, of which there is no cure. It is not a joke. It is not a personality trait. It is not a source of entertainment. It is a condition that can be extremely debilitating, causing pain, isolation, and huge amounts of discrimination. John Davidson has also said he's deeply mortified if anyone considers my involuntary tics to be intentional or to carry any meaning. TLC star Balin Dupree, who has Tourette's, defended him, saying, "People think if a slur comes out, it must reflect what's in your heart. But Tourette's doesn't pull from hatred. It pulls from anxiety, from fear, from the very thing you're most scared of saying." BAFTA and the BBC both apologized for the offensive on-air moment, and so did Google for initially pushing out an article that used the N-word in its uncensored form.